I was passed out, I was dead. Honest God, ask Dan Gums, right? I was in the lobby hotel floor, just gone on the hotel floor, right? And the bouncer fucking come over and he tried to pick me up and said, he's a heavy cunt, isn't he? Just gone, but dead weight on the lobby, in the lobby hotel, look, just gone, whoosh, 15 points to stare at.
On the bar like that, I'm there, filming it like that, all he's doing is, when he picked his head up, putting his hand in the ice bucket and all like that. I went, Reece, you ain't done.
It's horrible. I know.
Go in, he said, he'd go in. So I went in, I took a photo of him sleeping on the settee and put him on Gumtree.
Do you know how to do that?
Yeah, fuck that, but go in.
How much you put him up for?
Fucking free. Have him.
Ready?
Yeah.
Welcome back everybody to the Bonanza Breakdown. We're joined by Jay Harris, very fortunately before his IBF final eliminator. How are you feeling, Jay?
Yeah, well, good mate. Pretty much on weight, fit as hell. I'm ready to go now. Just 1 week out, but can't wait now.
Good man. So we're going to take it back a little bit. We're going to take it back to 2017, where you won the Commonwealth title. Talk us a bit through that, and we'll go through your titles up until now, and then future.
Before you get into it, I think, because like up to that point, Jay, it was a kind of just going round in circles. There wasn't much happening for you, and then you hit that 2017 point when you got that, obviously that Commonwealth shot, and it's just really just spiraled, not out of control, but obviously you've just gone from one level to another.
Yeah, well, obviously at the start I was with Warren, right, Frank Warren for a bit, and then had about 10 fights, and he got me Commonwealth shot, which was great. Against Thomas Azomba.
Good win looking at that now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a hell of a win.
Really is good win. Yeah, he drew with Ward the other day, didn't he?
Yeah,
and he's good, but really good.
He was unlucky not to get that.
Definitely was, but yeah, really. I was shocked with that.
And that Mark Leach, is it?
Mark Leach, yeah. Did he stop Ashfaq? Mark Leach.
Yeah,
he did. Yeah, he did that. Yeah.
And I got told that he should have won Ash fight as well, that Mark Leach fight.
Yeah, because at the time I don't think it was as big of a win as it is. Looking at it now,
yeah,
real good win now,
No, it was a hell of a fight as well. My first 12 rounder, a hell of a learning experience as well it was. Because I remember, I think it was like around 7 or 8. I come back to the corner and I was like,
I don't want to do this more.
Go to damn town!
It's like, oh, just suck it up now. So, like, went out, and then I think I got my second win in the 10th. 11th, 12th. I was alright then, but I remember one of the shots, I think he hit me in the temple and then he split up, he did, like that, 3 rounds. I was like, oh god.
You're welcome to my world.
Get on my bike, so
yeah.
Run around, come back, and it was alright then.
How long did it take roughly for that to...
It seems like forever, doesn't it? But it's not.
A couple of seconds,
yeah. It wasn't long, but it seemed like it was for ages. But it was straight away, as soon as you hit me, just like, split up into 3 people. It's like, hit the one in the middle.
Yeah. And that's something you get through as as a fighter. If you can get through them experiences, then it carries you on and through like obviously the world title fight.
Yeah, definitely. All that. Well, it was like a massive learning curve that fight was, because it was like never gone past 6 rounds since then, and I stopped the George from coming up to that fight anyway. So it was just an experience to just go the 12 rounds, hell of a fight, hard fight, come up with my first title. But then after that, that's when it went all pear-shaped then.
It was a year with you before
I had about, I think it was like 9 months before I even...
Just won a title, like, and he just took it on the side.
Like. You still saying with Warren?
Still with Warren, yeah. It was about 9 months then before I even had a fight. And then I think it was Richie Garner then chucked me on one of them shows in Landarcy, I think it was. Got me going on that. Got a little 6 round out of the way, and then they said, oh look, we got a British title for you, a guy called Matthew Chander. I was like, oh great, that'll be in September. I was like, no worries, took that. That guy failed a brain scan, and then they chucked this Skylar Dodo or something like that. My nan could have been there, he was terrible. Honestly, I hit him with a body shot and he jumped across the ring. And I won that fight. I had decent money for that fight as well. And then same again then, 8 months again, no fight.
It's quite frustrating, isn't it?
And then Mo Pryor then put me on to defend my Commonwealth title against Ross Murray, beat that, and then my contract ran out with Warren, and then MTK come in.
That was probably the turning point really when
Yeah,
MTK
that
came
was
in.
massive, man, because straight away in, I had one fight with them, and then they got the European IBF, and then fought for the world title.
It's strange, only the Warren situation. He just, I don't understand how he does it. Like I don't get it. Just completely.
Well, I thought after winning the Commonwealth title, the next thing is just something better or defender or
So he lost.
But then there was nothing yet.
So he lost. He won a Commonwealth title in a good against a good fighter. And he just sidelined him. And it's not even as if in contact with him, telling him anything. Just
And do you know what? I think when you were talking there about the Warren thing, I think, and people have obviously in terms of MTK, I think that's what they do really well. I think that when they say they're going to manage or promote a particular fighter, I think they do it really. You don't forget anyone type of thing. If you're ready and you're pushing on that door and you're ready to go at any time, they'll give you them opportunities, and it's proven with you, really, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely, because well, they said, we get you a swarm fight, they said, and we get you a European title, and then we're going for that, and they literally just straight over won the fight, and then European title, IBF. But when they phoned me, they're like, "Oh, do you want to fight Paddy Barnes?" Where I went. Let's go
straight away.
That's what you want, see.
Yeah, and they respect that, and that's when they want to put you on shows. Like Chris Jenkins at the moment is going through the same thing with Warren, and he's inactive, and then he never not even years any news. You know?
Yeah, he's been unlucky with injuries.
Yeah.
He was meant to fight when and then he had a perforated eardrum, which was back.
It's knocked him back 6 weeks, hasn't it?
But I still don't think they do him any favours.
No,
definitely not
at all.
Definitely not.
Before this, through the whole pandemic and everything.
Yeah, he did have one fight in the pandemic,
nothing.
Nothing.
Not even heard nothing, do you know what I mean? Even a bit of news.
Shocking.
Hold on a minute, Chris. We'll get you something soon, like.
So went from the Commonwealth to European. That European would have been 19?
Yeah.
2019, yeah. That was in
2017 he was or something, was it?
Yeah.
That's 5 years ago. That European title was in the Vale Sports Arena, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that Mexican, Spanish fella, wasn't it?
Moreno,
Yeah. Good fight at him as well.
Yeah, he just come off the world titles.
He fought Charlie Edwards, didn't he?
Yeah.
Edwards. And to be fair, I thought he did a better job.
Yeah, definitely did,
Yeah.
What was it like winning your first title? What was the feeling?
Unbelievable. It's weird, like, because when you're amateur and you win the first Welsh title, it's class and it's amazing. Yeah. And my goal when I was an amateur was like win the Welsh, win the British, and then for like 3 years then I would come run up and the British, and then I finally won it then as a senior. I was like, class, awesome, brilliant, like best feeling ever. But then winning the first title as a pro,
unbelievable.
Tops it all. Because
you've gone in the cabinet news. You have, Bill.
Yeah, and it just means so much to it because you come through that sort of stage and then bang, very first title in it.
And it's a major title, the Commonwealth as well. It is. You mean it's it's a proper title. You mean
it's a good domestic one as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They're all nice to win, but Commonwealth is a major title. I mean, Commonwealth, British, European. They're the ones.
Yes,
they are.
And to be fair, I won the proper European as well. It's not the
WBO. You're not a European champion until you win that belt. You're not.
I seen Gary Reese put something on.
Yeah, that's right.
Or something like that. Carl Reeves.
He's one. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
This is the proper one.
Yeah, you know,
I am one of them.
Yeah, definitely. Because you went from Commonwealth, European, IBF, Intercontinental as well.
Pretty much a couple of months after.
You've got a cracking collection.
I was just going to say, the strap season, like,
it was a couple of months after then. I had a phone call. Do you want to fight Paddy Barnes? I was like, yeah, gone in.
That was a
great fight.
If anyone hasn't seen that fight, check it into YouTube.
And it's in like that place, that house the hole, it's on top of it as well, there. Yeah.
And it was packed.
And they passionate fancy this as well. They get behind him with Paddy Barnes. He's a good character out there as well. And they seem to love him, like, do you mean?
It was probably nothing like.
I sparred Paddy about a year before, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was fighting for.
Great amateur, made him money.
Twice over, 2 times Olympian,
yeah.
But what the atmosphere like in out there in England?
Awesome.
Yeah. Is it Elster?
Well, our old town was there. Ulster was literally there. and but the build up to that fight was class as well. And obviously you have your check weigh-ins, don't you? IBF. I comes in tonight, check weigh-in, you can't be over £10.
Yeah.
Whatever. Paddy Barnes, 8 stone 9 pound 3/4. I jump on 8 stone 3. It's not at all. I was like, you can't do anything. Like.
Yeah.
But yeah, you build up to that fight was brilliant. Like, even people when I was, he's like, oh, are you fighting down here? And I was like, yeah. They were like, who are you fighting? I was like, oh, Paddy Barnes. And they were like, oh, he's our golden boy. He is. He's ours. And they were like, oh, good luck. I was like, nice one. Just take in. Just got to take in it.
Obviously,
and then,
the fight you were way easy, but no, with the spar, how confident was you going into the fight, going off the spar you had them the year before?
Confident. So that's as soon as they said.
You know.
Yeah, I knew straight away because we went up there.
You know off a spar, don't you? Do you mean it's a spar? No one wants to get, as much as it's only sparring, right? No one wants to get done over in sparring, do you? Do you mean? You always want to walk up there.
On the flip side of it all, in terms of the spar, I get that, and you were really confident with the spar. I don't know how many sessions you had or the rounds you've done. But if he was that dominant,
he must have thought,
oh, I don't want that fight. So he must have thought that he.
Yeah, no, it was a good
spar.
It was a good spar, competitive spar, and I was like, but in your head you think, I know I can do this.
Yeah.
And then obviously we're in the same room, and my dad is like, and not in the same room, same house we are, and do you bring your, he's like, how does spar go? Like, oh yeah, it was good, and obviously Paddy and I in the same room, but he's like, oh.
Paddy's a guy with his glasses.
He's like, oh, how'd it go then? Do you do him?
And you're like, yeah.
You do it?
No, I can't say anything.
What do you mean you can't say, boy? That's him in there.
Put Paddy in the phone.
But that was we knew when, if I win that fight, we're going to go on to something much bigger then.
Yeah, it's great.
And then
great fight.
Pretty much did then.
Oh, man, yeah.
Straight up then to the world title then.
That was the fight after, was it?
Straight away, yeah.
Biggest fight of your life?
Amazing. We were just talking about it, weren't we?
Yeah.
The best build up to a fight that I've ever had. Like, just going out there, you fight week, when I know it was quiet, but I think we were out there a week before anyway. It was quiet, and then once the fighters started coming in, and the media day started happening.
Some serious fighters on our cards, haven't they?
Chocolatito.
That's right, guy. That fight?
Yeah.
You had Chocolatito, Parker boxed on it. Obviously, Garcia and
unbelievable card that was. Probably the best card of the year.
And I was just like, I was standing there, it just felt weird. It was
wild.
You had like all these and then it was me on the end. This is insane.
Because we were talking earlier on, they flew out the week before, the Tuesday before. Me, Gary, Leeton and Reese flew in on the Tuesday, and we turned up. It was pretty quiet there, wasn't it? And we had like a day or two, and things were changing all the time, and you had to go to certain rules and regs meeting, this and that.
Medicals up there as well.
Did you?
Yeah, they have their own medical sort of thing as well. You have to do your bloods and all that stuff up there, and they do it quite quick to be fair.
I know it's thing, but was he getting the same treatment?
Yeah, same sort of stuff, yeah. But he was alright as well. Couldn't speak a word of English, but he was alright.
You knew by his head.
I know the chances.
His father couldn't
speak a word.
No, I was just
talking for hours after a few pints. I was. That been bad.
They were nice enough, mate, weren't they?
Yeah, but it was just, and we said that you going into the fight when you had all abuse as well, didn't you? You walked in.
People take a piss out of my weight. Walking in, but talking about a little bit into our fight week, we turned up and it was one thing after another. I think where it really hit home for me, I didn't appreciate where I was, because I knew I was going out probably about a week before, because I'd spoke to Pete, obviously Pete's fantastic, and I'd spoke to him and he was like, oh look, speak to Gary. I spoke to Gary and Gary was like, yeah look, come, and I was like, oh alright, go ahead. So spoke to my missus and she was like, it's a bit of a big deal, like, innit?
Yeah.
This is fucking, and I was like that all the way over. And then the Tuesday we got there, we met up, That was our food. Then the Wednesday, and where it really hit home for me is when we were in the hotel we were staying in. When they had the presser was there, and it was no open to the public. It was just the teams and the press. And I remember standing there, and Reece was next to me, because obviously I was spent the week with Reece because we shared a room and that. And then Ewan walks in, and then you got them all on it. And that time when you stood up and you had to give a little bit of a talk, I looked at it and I got it on film and I go down again. You got him on the end, I guess down. And you got all these world class, and these world classes where he's an elite fighter. I don't think he understands that as well. But from that moment on, I just thought, oh right. This is actually happening, and then he went from there to the weigh-in, the public weigh-in, which again was because they had that
outside, wasn't it?
And it was boiling hot. All the Mexicans.
Was that before the pandemic? It was
just before. 29th of Feb.
Before it.
Just literally before.
And then it locked down.
If that fight was scheduled maybe like a month after, it don't know what happened.
And then you get there, and your face was massive up on the billboards with Martinez.
I had a picture of that, and like me. And Martinez and myself. It's just one of them surreal moments.
They treated him really well.
My face is on a bloody big plasma TV.
And we come off done the weigh-in, and it was loads there for the weigh-in, right? And it was well drilled. It's a match room built, you know what I mean? And I remember this. There was this guy. Can you remember the guy? There was two Mexicans, or they were Americans, and they were trying to get autographs. And we were standing, obviously it's only yourself, Gary, and your dad, Pete. They were within the zone A, the fence. As the fighters were coming down, there was this little kid and his old man looking for autographs. So he comes out to me and Reece there now, so he gives him a wave as he's walking past. And we walk past, and this little kid was going, Harris! 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 And I was like, but he walked past him again. So he walked by, he didn't hear him, like, do you know what I mean? And his dad was like, he's gone type of thing. I thought, here I come to the rescue. So I said, he said, do you know? I said, yeah. He said, I said, Joe, if you come over, this kid, right, was like, oh, this is amazing. She come over, signed the flag, a couple of photos, and then he went off. This kid was so chuffed.
Yeah.
And I just thought, do you know what? And it's little things like that we take for granted.
Yeah.
That could happen in Swansea and stuff like that, you know, but when you go across the pond and it happens there, that must be an unreal feeling.
Yeah, but after say all the fights done, great fight, a lot, but I got mobbed then after it.
Yeah.
It was my mother and father, my mother and my aunt, you know, are all in the front row. And I do every fight, I'll just go out, have a shower, go out and see them. But yeah, I went out and I just got mobbed.
Because when you come out,
it was like I won, honest to God. People were coming up, photos, autographs.
People are probably shocked to see Martinez, even in a tough fight, let alone go distance.
Because he was blasting everybody out.
With ease.
Andrew Selby included.
Charlie Edwards as well, blasting him.
He was there for that.
It was mad, wasn't it?
Absolutely mental. And then we went back to the hotel and he mobbed me in there as well, and they couldn't get it anywhere.
It was great, and even though that, look, it was a loss. It was a tough fight. Done yourself really, really proud. And if I'm honest, I think we as a team, as us as a stable, we knew what your capabilities were, and we knew that we would be. But you were going in with this little monster that was a wrecking ball. And even though it's a loss on your record, it was kind of a win as well for you, because your status in terms of world level just flew through the roof, didn't it?
Yeah, I just think like a lot of people just wrote me off like straight away, didn't they?
Yeah.
Like people who are outside of boxing or whatever, or people who don't know me, who never heard me, because people they just thought, oh, who's this?
Of course.
Are we going to blow him out in like 2 rounds? And for instance, now I've probably given the hardest fight he's had.
100%.
He knew that as well. They knew that.
You can see that in the fight though. That he knows he
was a bit. Sometimes you get caught with shots and he'd just be like.
The shots he was hitting it with, he's only used to seeing people go over off.
And he was coming back with them.
Exactly.
I say this story all the time, right? And I think I've told you about yourself. You're in the changing rooms. The boys are doing a thing. Pete's warming Jay up. I'm just there. Gary's doing his thing. and you can hear it now, and I'm like, no, here we go type of thing, and he's doing his thing, and I went, oh, he can, remember, Jamie probably can't even remember this, come over to me, he said, what I said, yeah, I said, fucking hell, he said, don't worry what he said, you do what you do, and I do what I do, he said. I was like, fucking hell. So he said, I just want to get out there, he said, I just want to feel it. He said, once he hits me, he said, you know where this fight is going, right? So he goes up the first round goes out, and he's there, and he's a little bit cautious, and he was fine, and then it happens quite a lot when, like, last minute of the fight, because you hear the instructions, and you go into an exchange with Martina, right? And I'm in going like this now, and you can hear it, whack, he catches Jay with a shot, and I'm like, I don't know, thinking, wait, where we go with? From that moment, I knew he just got up, right? As in just like, he had a bit of a red mark. I knew then that the rest of the fight would have been, because I think it's the same with any fight, any big hitter, because you wanted to feel that, didn't you?
I just wanted to know
beforehand, was you taking off? And what's he going to be at the next now? Was you taking off?
Probably, haven't you?
Yeah, oh fuck, here we go.
He blew Charlie out, he
Stopped
Selby, and then a couple of others before him as well, like smashed
He's a world class man, he's
So I'm thinking,
Andrew Selby at one point was probably the best in the world.
is he going to hit Bazard?
Yeah.
Is it just going to be like...
I guess a worrying thing, I can imagine going in there thinking, fool.
Yeah, and he's so unorthodox, you don't know where his shots are coming from.
That's what's good about him, I thought as well, is like, he's very unpredictable. You know when boxers, you can kind of read what's going to come after you throw right. Sometimes a left hook's going to come. But it is what you throw a right down and then an uppercut will come with the same
That's what he does, doesn't he?
Throw him like from there.
He does, doesn't he?
I think he throws a couple of backhands in as well, doesn't he?
like, that shouldn't come off, like, it shouldn't be...
Shouldn't work.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
And that's why he catches the people
of course,
different shots. Because you don't expect them to come like off the same hands, like a right hand, and you've got an uppercut coming at you.
How was the power though?
It hurt.
Yeah.
Nah, I can say it wasn't a shot that was going to knock me out.
Dead.
Like,
But
it was just, I've said it was like a thud. Boom, boom. But as I said to you earlier when I did the body shot that put me down, I said I could have taken the first one. It's just when you rolled under and smacked me with the second one. So I just thought, I'm not even gonna.
Because that body shot, right? You're going right, and you just get into, you just forget where you are. Honest to God, right? I went from being in Mardi Con or an amateur show to being in the corner of the world. You just forget where you are. It doesn't matter. And I remember coming back, body shot in the 9th, 10th.
The 9th.
It was in the 9th. 8 rounds are gone. So people go in, you come back out, Gary would say his little bit, and I was just like wandering around trying to get. We come back down, we sat down, me, Gary, your dad, and the cuts man, and you just get really into this now. Because he's in the fight, mate.
More than into it,
And I said to Pete, I said, look, he ain't been in a fight like this before, and the longer it goes, it's going to benefit Jay. I said, and as soon as I said, you haven't gone this far, I said, his energy levels are going down. As soon as I said, whack. But then Pete looked at me like, I thought, oh no. We got up well, sucked it in.
And I recovered well as well.
Because you're so late.
I thought he won the round.
I won that round then. Like we just say that, I moved well, picked them off and after it.
Yeah, to recover like that so late in the fight as well from a body shot, that shows a lot of heart.
Oh, definitely.
It was about 10.
And going on mentally, knowing that he was able to carry on through that must give him so much more confidence.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I've always said now, I know I'd love to fight them again.
I'd love it.
Tell him over here.
Yeah, I would love to have just one more go.
You know what to expect going in, and you know you can handle that power and stuff. So you probably go in the fight with a different mind to me.
Harris landed some good combinations there, straight shots there.
No, definitely,
That's it's going to be hard to change anything different. So I think he's just going to be.
Do you know what? If they offered Martinez that fight, he'd be like that. He'd be like that to come over here.
I doubt he would.
To boxing.
What's he done since? Is he boxed?
He's fighting another guy now.
He
had a lot of injuries since, didn't he?
He had injury.
Yeah, he was meant to fight, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And he pulled out on the day of the fight, didn't he?
Did he?
Or the day before, with and injury, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And injury, day before.
On the pads, he said. You heard his hands on the pads.
Day before?
Day before. Literally the day before.
Oh.
He said, sorry, fight's off. He put his, like a picture of his hand up, and that was it. Like.
Yeah.
for his hand.
Then we go on from that then to Marcel Braithwaite. Another
Yeah.
great fight. Another fight that you showed your chin.
Remember that? It's hot that was, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
hell of a shot.
Was
I was
it-
the hell of a buzz in your head when you did that.
Look, my head was buzzing out once in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, you bloody caught me with a cracking left up, to be fair. I gotta give it credit to that.
Yeah,
But
fantastic.
again, recovered well, quite
Yeah,
quick.
Yeah.
Really
Must-
quick.
As you said, due to my fitness, or could just be my jaw. I don't know.
Conditioning and that.
Conditioning,
Yeah.
yeah, conditioning will bring him back round pretty quickly.
But it was a nice fight as well, just that, you know, because we've been off for so long.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
that your first fight since the Martinez one?
Yeah.
Because was it kind of hard for you to
I was
really
just
get
about,
up
I was
for
just
that?
about to say it.
Once you've
but
been
I-
there, the
yeah.
pinnacle of it, then
Yeah, that's what Gary reckons. the
you
problem
can see,
was.
yeah.
Because he said, do you know when you got like Martinez, and he said you haven't got the fear. He said,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
makes you. He said perhaps you didn't fear
Yeah.
He's right.
as
100%.
much.
And you're fighting
So
in
you do-
Wales, it's a big stadium in
It's any
Texas.
sport.
Yeah.
You come down, you're fighting in Bolton Leisure Centre, and it's
It was
a
weird.
different
it
thing
was,
altogether,
because
isn't it?
I was in there and if it just felt like it, you know, when you're coasting
Yeah.
and you just go through the movements or whatever, and then there's points in it, and I thought I can step up like that, and
Yeah.
then my body wouldn't do it. I'm like, why aren't I doing it?
Yeah,
What's going on?
Yeah.
And I just don't know. It was just one of them
Yeah.
things, maybe.
When you've been there in the fight before, see, it's
Same as any sport.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%, yeah.
But it was a fantastic performance nonetheless.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
you won very comfortably.
But it was just every boxer's the same, aren't they? They always nitpick and they
No,
all.
of course you
Yeah.
do.
Braithwaite's a good-
No, he's an
Oh,
athlete.
yeah,
He's a good
yeah.
operator, like.
He is, yeah.
And
He's
then
no Dumbo either.
no,
And it was good though, because that's why I asked for some. I didn't want
Yeah, I know.
coming
Yeah.
from that. I said I wouldn't get any respect of anyone if I went in
Yeah,
with a
yeah.
bloody Ukrainian dust man or
Yeah,
something like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
and just blew him out in like 2 rounds or something.
He knows what he's about, that Braithwaite. Good fight,
Yeah.
that.
So I said,
A lot better than I thought, expected him to be.
yeah, to be fair, his power is what it is.
Yeah.
He looks strong.
He
looks
yeah.
strong. He's
He's
Good
compact.
good
fighter,
yes.
but very good fighter.
What his record shows, because he said on his record it's like 9 wins, no stoppages or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't
Yeah.
stop no one, but he hit quite hard. He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did.
And then now is your big opportunity to get back onto the world level again with the IBF final eliminator against Ricardo Sandoval. How are you feeling about this fight?
Yeah, it's an exciting fight. This is a proper fight. Both got the same records. He's stopped a few more people than me. I think about 3 or 4 more. But on paper, I think my resume of fighters
Yeah, 100%.
is a lot better.
Yeah, your lossing especially is against a much
And I-
higher performance fighter.
Honestly, I don't think he's ever fought anyone
No.
on
No.
my sort of
Level,
level.
yeah.
So but as we said, I've watched him. You've watched him, Brett.
Yeah.
He's a good fighter. He's
He's a
well
good
schooled.
operator.
Was he
He's well
like-
schooled.
He
He's
is,
good. Yeah,
he's
he's
good.
good. We've obviously looked at obviously he's part of Gary's stable, so whenever at this particular level, you just as a coaching team, you just go drag towards it to look at the fighter to see what his skill set is like, what he brings to the table, etc. But yeah, he's good. But Jay's smack on. Yeah, I don't think this guy has boxed anyone like Jay.
Yeah.
But I also think that I think in terms of Jay's skill set, it outweighs completely what he's got. But you can't take away the fact what he
Yeah,
brings to
yeah.
the table, because he's a world level operator.
I gotta be on my game.
Yeah, you can't switch off.
No, God, no, because this is was you have that sort of fear sort of thing
Yeah,
about
yeah,
going into this
yeah.
fight, because it's such a big fight, and I know what's after it as well.
Yeah.
This is his big
And
opportunity.
this
Of course, yeah.
This
And
is
he's
his,
young as well.
his chance to get on the world stage, you know?
23,
23,
yeah,
and this
yeah.
is, so he's going to be hungry as well. So, but
Yeah. Was he
Um,
American?
yeah, but I've had some great sparring, and we've looked at his style and stuff like that, and I think Reese, boy Callum, do you know Callum?
I've seen a bit, yeah.
Joe's been helping me a lot,
You've got a good variety of sparring now.
and yeah, a lot of variety, and
You think it's great work for this kind of fight,
yeah, I think so. I think it's been. I've had a great camp.
Yeah.
I'm
I
honest,
don't know about it for Jay. It's been in the pipeline for a while, hasn't it?
Yeah,
I
well,
put back a month.
well, I was training for a while before it anyway. I kind of knew what sort of data was happening in me, so we started training, and then a week before the fight was meant to happen, they postponed it. So I was up coming down the wrong weight, and my head's gone. I'm like, I can't believe it. Yeah, so I had a couple of beers.
Solves everything.
I had some junk
Back
food.
boxing.
But it was mad though. I ate what I went for. I had a week off, completely no training, nothing. Didn't want to do nothing.
Do you go down with all bad after you need it back?
Didn't want to do nothing. I had a complete week off, went back, and then jumped on the scale, and I was 5 pounds over. A week off. Like.
Yeah.
But I overdrummed it then. Until
Yeah.
this last couple of 2 weeks or whatever, and then it started coming down.
Yeah.
So I got overdrummed there, but I felt strong. I felt good.
Yeah.
I am really been struggling or anything. It's been top.
You've always been the thing with your weight when you bang on. I remember sometimes, man, I was a fight a month before you walking around on weight, man. Nuts doing that.
Last minute now, didn't it?
Yeah, you know.
The Wednesday
I see
before.
if I made
Goes
weight.
down his throat halfway through.
I see if I made weight. Unbelievable.
No, but I honestly reckon this fight it's got a class fight written on it because he's a come forward fighter as well. So it could be a bit of
When's it? Saturday?
next Friday.
Next
Next Friday. So the reason it was postponed was because of the undercard. There was a few
injuries on that, and obviously they said that the TV couldn't put it on, which is fair enough. I can't really argue with that. I was obviously pissed off myself because I was ready to go.
Yeah.
But then they put it back a month then, which isn't too long. Is it really? Some people like Gary Gwynn and stuff, they got pulled 3 times, and Lee McGregor and stuff 3 times at my end, probably fine after that. But I'm just glad they've got over, and there's a few fans allowed to go in there as well.
Thinking of it now, do you feel that month has given you a bit more time to get more prepared?
Yeah, definitely. As I said, I wasn't training to lose weight now. So
that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
You know what? It's a massive difference in a camp for that, because when you're in a camp and you're trained to lose weight in terms of sharpening your skill set, etc. That goes out the window because all your concentration, 100% all your energy goes losing weight.
Yeah.
That's not the right way to do it.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to lose weight, and I was just training to improve.
To improve, and I know 100% there's no many boxers who can say that.
No, I know.
Regardless of what with the weight. 95% of boxers just train to lose weight. They do. Telling them.
That's one of the hardest
It
parts.
is terrible, It's all you're thinking about, man.
Yes, God. I can't wait now, man, to eat some crap.
Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
And a couple of beers with the boys and stuff like that. But
Is it televised next week?
yeah, IFL TV, it's going to be.
On the YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's a hell of a card.
Oh, yeah.
It's a hell of
They
a
do a
card.
great coverage, mate. It's a good picture, everything on that IFL thing. It's cracking.
It's a proper card as well.
Who's on it?
Paul Butler.
Oh, is he?
Kelly.
Jacob Robinson. Is he back on it, or
No, I don't think
he's still in Jersey?
What else was on it? There's a British title eliminator as well. Jose Burton, is it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, who's he fighting now?
Like everybody, isn't he?
Yeah.
They are fighting as well.
He's not fighting Ricky Summers, is he?
No.
It's a good card. Good domestic, that's
Yeah,
nice.
it's really good. It's
And for that Jose Burton, he's a good fighter then.
Yeah, headline, I know.
Yeah. I wish you would tell me mine, to be fair.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But you just take whatever's
But
given at the moment.
it's classes. I'm just glad to be out and on such a big.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
And I know what's coming next.
Yeah.
And with all everything goes well, you will be going on to fight Sonny Edwards for the world title.
Yeah, it's nuts.
British dust up.
Yeah, proper good domestic.
That's another spar you've had, isn't it?
I didn't spar him.
Oh, you didn't, did you?
No, we went to Ukraine to spar that Artem Dalakian.
Who do you fight the other day now?
Dalakian?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. He didn't fight.
I'm sure I seen something. Unless I'm the wrong person. Switch on there.
No, but we were out there for 2 weeks.
So then,
Artem Dalakian. Or
Who's he
Dalakian.
anyone of note, you know he's fought that's hard to
How did that
spell.
come about then?
How
How did that come about? That 2 weeks out there.
That act,
Well, I went to the gym up in Gary's, and he was like, "Oh, do you fancy go to Ukraine. It's like, what? Well, yeah, they've I've had a phone call off his management team, wherever. He said, do you fancy going over there for 2 weeks preparing this Delakian fella for his world titles?
Good experience, then.
I was like, yeah, go on in. And he said they'll pay you. And I was like, no worries, it was great. And it was good though, because I think I got paid $1,000, right? 500 quid a week. I didn't do more than 5 rounds in 4 rounds.
Easy money.
Who was out there altogether? Just you and Sonny, was it?
Me, Sonny and that Matalini, he fought.
Oh, was it? Oh, that's mad, isn't
That's
it?
sweet.
Who Sonny fought?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, the South African fella.
Yeah.
What was he like?
Yeah, do you know what? He's a lovely fella, right?
Yeah.
He's exactly like he come over on the TV. Do you know, just all having
Yeah.
Who sparred him?
No, we didn't spar each other. We just sparred him. But as I said, it's only 4 rounds. 4 rounds, whatever it is. And I was thinking, this is right, this isn't it? 4 rounds anyway.
Any trips go to Ukraine, yeah?
What was it like in Ukraine? I seen, do you see when Dave Allen went out to spar Usyk? He's lying on a little square bed in the Olympic Academy
That's
thing.
what you do.
Oh, was it?
He
said it was awful, it was like a prison.
Yeah, it is where they just train there, there's nothing around there. The only shop there around there is the garage.
Was it for miles, is it?
It was just a petrol garage on the road. So
that's what you want,
but
yeah.
We did
in our countries, you know.
But we did ask, what's it called? The guy that is like manager guy, we took like, take us out. We out here for 2 weeks. He was like, take us out for a day. And he did. He took us shooting and everything. He did. He took us shooting.
People or like what's that? You never know. You we're not just about robbing people.
It was good about it. He took us shooting all the sites and stuff like that, and then brought us back. But it is a tough place. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
That's all it. But Klitschko was there when I was there as well.
Oh, was he?
Oh, was he? Yeah.
We went in.
Good photo then.
Yeah.
I seen that photo.
We went into the gym and he was sparring. He was.
Was he? Yeah.
Yeah, and he come over and had a chat with us, and I was like, bloody hell.
Was he training for a fight or did he?
No, just helping some fella out. He was just taking him around in a couple of rounds sparring, and he had a chat with us, and that was it then. Because his brother's like the mayor.
Oh yeah.
He's high up.
Yeah, they're all very political now, aren't they? Yeah,
that was a good experience out there, mind. Ukraine was free.
That fella, is he world champion? Were you sparring with out there?
Yeah.
Is he your weight?
Yeah.
He is world champion.
Yeah.
So that could also be a potential fight in the future.
Yeah, well, I was quite high up in their rankings. Since this fight's been announced, so they kicked me out.
Completely.
The rankings, exactly, completely.
Like
the rankings just, they don't make sense half the time.
If you're not playing ball to one
Yeah.
they just pull the plug on you.
This the eliminator now. As soon as that got announced, I went on the rating system to see where I was, and it says Jay Harris and that have been removed now.
Where was you on the list?
6.
6.
It obviously shows then that those rankings don't go off how good you are.
No,
It only shows how much they really care about you.
Yes.
And do you mean, if they want to win them?
Because they're obviously they're looking at it, well, he's going on the IBF.
Exactly.
So
get him out.
He's irrelevant to us now, so we just pull him out.
When I fought for the WBC, a lot of them kicked me out as well.
Unbelievable.
And then when I had the breakthrough fight again, then they reintroduced me back in quite high again. And
you probably get someone in who's not even the greatest fighter, but he can generate tons of money. Slam someone like that and then work in tender.
It's stupid.
It's mental.
I don't understand how it works.
Crazy.
Like the box system, I don't understand how because there's people on there that's quite and I'm like, how are they up? How are they? Like, because I remember Andrew Selby, right? He was on it before. I think he was number 2 in the world on that, and he hadn't even had a world title. Like, how was that? How was that? He hasn't got a world title.
Yeah.
And on that as well, that Delakian, he's WBA world champion, but he's like number 8 in the world. So I'm like,
and he's been champion for a couple of years.
So I'm thinking, how does it work? Like Sonny's now number 2, Martinez 1, and then you got like Rosales and higher than WBA champion. I don't understand how it works. I really don't.
One thing I was going to ask you about is, I think last time we spoke, you just finished with Amazon. for your sponsors, luckily enough. How do you feel now the camps are they that much better now you don't have to go to work as well?
Yeah, it's much better because after that Martinez fight, they asked the guy who was sponsoring before. I just gave him a phone call just to see if he would fancy that. His name's Sean Robinson. Shout out.
Yeah.
And then
What's his business?
A&R specialist.
Okay.
Yeah, so you post a lot of that.
They
create
Trains and stuff.
yeah.
So I got on the phone to him and said, "Is this a potential thing you want to do?" And he's like, "Oh, it is something I'm interested in." He said, "Let me get back to you." And literally about half hour later, he got on the phone. He said, "Yeah."
Do you know what? Right?
It's amazing.
Sorry to jump in there, right? But I don't think people understand. No, what's his name again?
Sean Robinson.
Yeah, is A&R. How critical guys like this
Oh,
and
yeah.
business
Oh,
like this
massive.
to the success of because all people do, and rightly so. Like Jay will win the world title, and all people go on and we talk about the belts and he become a world champion. But there's so many people that play a part in that process.
Yeah, right.
Not just the coaching team or Jay yourself and his dad, but people like this business and the other little businesses that are contributing as well.
Yeah.
And I would have
They play a
thought
massive part in it, in the success story.
Yeah.
now,
totally.
through the pandemic, now they played a more part than
Oh,
ever. Because
Yeah.
they probably would have to need to retire and go to work again
Yeah.
if you didn't have people like that looking after you
Oh, it's-
at the minute. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
honestly, he's helped me out so much. Like previous camps as well, he's bung me a couple of quid and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
That's
Helped
what
me
you
out.
want.
Yeah. And then from this now, he's pretty much paying my wage, and
Yeah, it's
he doesn't
great.
ask for much.
Oh, I can't find
Yeah,
that.
I just want to say about
He
it
doesn't
doesn't
ask
ask
for
for
much. Now and again, he'll bring me up. I'll go down to his office, speak with the boys and stuff.
Yeah,
They're all
yeah.
nice fellas as well.
Yeah.
But
Swansea based company, they?
yeah, but
Yeah.
without him now, I'd still be working.
Yeah.
And I was working up until the world
Yeah,
titles. I was
yeah.
flat out.
What does he ask you to go and chat to him about?
Just
About your world
anything, just-
titles and stuff?
Just anything, like just go down and see him, have a cup of tea with him.
Is it? Oh, that's
Anything
fantastic.
like that. Obviously, I have asked him if what it would be like to actually like go with him, like to go on his job and just take videos of his job and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
need to go through like a health and safety.
Yeah.
and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And you know
Yeah.
what,
Yeah.
it's not just the careers. So when you're working with guys like this, when boxing finally comes to an end for Jay, whenever that's going to be, there's an avenue then for a career
Yeah.
in that particular industry thereafter.
100%,
It's a win-win, so a massive shout out.
Yeah, he's been fantastic. He has, to be fair to him. But yeah, without them, I wouldn't be full time boxer
Definitely.
now. And I think there's a lot of boxers like Arrow in it now. They're stuck. They gotta work.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare for
Support
someone.
is insane, and I just reckon most athletes and whatever they need that support. To
No,
just
yeah.
try.
Like I said, especially over the last year, more than ever, I would have thought.
Yeah,
No one's been fighting.
Yeah.
So you've had no, do you mean, a lot of boxers I would have thought might not even ever come back after this.
Yeah.
Can't afford it.
Yeah.
Do you mean?
Yeah, 100%. It's a hard going. It's
True,
huge,
tough, but tough.
Yeah, it's hard going when you haven't got any sponsors
Tough.
and you've got to try and get your medical bills up the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
And they expect it 600 quid.
So I mean, yeah.
600 quid straight away. And then obviously
You're travelling to the gym, £100 a month, back and forth. And bearing in mind, you look at someone like, I know you said you train locally, but someone like Chris, back and forth Cardiff, he's got to be using over 100 quid a week in football. £400-500 a month in football.
British and Commonwealth champion.
Wild,
you know
it's
what I mean?
crazy. Like, and
he's underrated at that.
Oh,
Massively.
Massively.
Right,
I tried to give him a ring yesterday, and he was in work then at the time, and
Yeah.
you know he paints houses and stuff. But I think that's the British and
yeah.
Commonwealth champion. Do you know what I mean?
Crazy.
Guy reckons it's because where we are, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It got to be.
It's
If you're
location.
English, like,
Oh, 100%.
you need sponsorship
100%.
wherever I walk,
Yeah,
like,
it's
right?
location, isn't it?
It's where we are.
And it seems today, you don't get credit for being a good fighter, you get more credit for having 100,000 followers on Instagram.
Yeah.
Do you mean? They seem to be looking more at stuff like that these days, how much of a good fighter you are. It is,
Well,
yeah.
Look at the Logan.
Oh, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Nonsense, isn't it?
Perfect
I actually
example.
watched that.
Oh,
I will.
I
But look at the exposure. It's hard to get away from it.
Yeah.
If it's not on your phones, on your laptop,
But everyone's
it's on
speaking
the
about it.
radio, the TV.
Everyone is speaking about it.
Let's not speak about it.
I
Because we're just as bad. Like, go on.
read a thing the other day that Floyd Mayweather had something like 1.6 million per punch.
Perfect.
Per punch. That's unbelievable
He
He
stuff.
said
said
why
something,
don't
though,
he?
didn't he? He said it's for his legacy. He said legacies don't.
Yeah.
Don't
Don't
feed my
feed my
grandkids.
kids,
Yeah.
That's pretty much
Yeah.
spot on, pretty much. Like, but
Yeah.
It's bad as people look. if someone else could be in his shoes, they would do it, man.
Oh,
Yeah, I'd fly.
Someone offered me
120 million.
whatever it was.
Yeah,
I'd
no problem. Yeah,
If I knew.
yeah.
King Kong.
You know, 120 million. You don't get wheels, you.
You would up. You know when it was built up to that fight, I didn't even recognise you over there.
I thought there was.
I was like, he didn't even look like him.
You look better than outdated,
Have you seen that Instagram page called Boxing Antics? Have you seen any edits? So you would have definitely seen the photos. He like put skinny legs on white.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's brilliant. And I thought it was one of his edits. Because
when he pinched his hat off him, took his hat off, went on it, boom!
I couldn't believe it.
And the thing, he paid to have that, doesn't he?
Yeah. I was seeing the photo of him running through the crowd. And his eyes are bloodshot. He got a fucking massive curly.
Anderson Silva beat Chavez.
Yeah.
The UFC one, Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
He beat Chavez last night, the boxing match.
Shut up.
Yeah, beat him, yeah. And he's in the corner now, the guy as well. Come on, mate.
Junior.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
Anderson
Tall,
Silva.
skinny black.
Yeah. He's 46. The photo, 46, yeah.
That Chavez Junior, he's nothing like
The photo of his old man in crowd the guy.
When you give up on it, when you quit.
Yeah, Jacobs, isn't it?
He's all battle class, isn't he?
Yeah, I love fight that, man.
Senior, like, and he's
Yeah, I
like
love
that.
fight that. I haven't seen it though. Have you seen it?
What?
The fight?
No, I just got the end of it. And he was like, in the corner and that. Come on, Anderson
Was he
Silva.
really? Yeah.
Chavez was like,
Who promoted that fight?
This guy. I imagine Triller probably. They're the ones doing all
They've got
the.
me now, yeah.
Yeah,
they
they're the ones doing the crossovers
Yeah.
and stuff at the minute. So I imagine it was them.
They done the Cambosos and what's his name?
Yeah, then Lopez.
Biggest purse bids ever.
But he's
See?
gone
Yeah,
back
6
to
million.
top rank now.
Is he really?
Lopez, yeah, they said, I read yesterday he sorted his problems top rank and gone back with them, but it was just a one-fight deal thing with.
Is that still going to happen though? Is this another fight? Because it's been postponed, yeah, COVID, didn't he?
yeah.
Is this still going to be with them?
With Triller,
Yeah. £6 million purse bid. I bet Lee Selby was sick.
Yeah.
But he was, if he won, he would have been fighting him with me.
Yeah.
And Randy was like, sick.
Oh, Santa.
Absolutely sick. Imagine that.
no.
Apparently it was a close fight, it could have gone any way.
Well, the Selby.
Selby and
Yeah, it was, yeah, I do.
Selby that
That is
night.
when you think of it.
Yeah.
You look at the Selby team, the Samiga,
Oh,
obviously Lee himself and the rest of his
Yeah.
team. Ball,
dreadful,
another one.
I bet that is.
Million.
£6 million purse bid.
Yeah.
That gets split in kind of throughout the fight, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you got to have $1 million there, haven't you? Definitely.
So before we finish up, we'll just give a little review on Reece Edwards coming back after a long layoff, fighting up in Sheffield. How's he looking in the gym?
Good, Jamie.
Class, the wizard, I call him.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were saying just now, I'd be shocked if he doesn't win a British title.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
He's
And I hear a lot of that from everybody. Everybody who sees him is
Phenomenal,
insane.
bud.
All the people I've sparred, right? Not just saying this, I've sparred loads. He is one of the best I've sparred.
But yeah, he's brilliant.
By far, I think.
You got
Yeah.
a great. We're talking a little about skill sets and that, and I think he's got a great skill set. Lots
Jab.
of variety.
His jab, I love his jab.
I think
Fantastic.
with a lot of fighters, they're good at certain areas, but I think with Reece, he's got it all. He's got a skill set to really elevate himself over the next couple of years. And I know that what's he now at the moment, 10-0?
Yeah.
11-0, so he's still young. I think he's like 20, is he 20, 21?
I think, isn't he?
He wants to push on now.
Yeah, but I think with obviously where he's gonna Gary coaches him and with that guidance as well, he'll just elevate, because he's getting to a stage 10, 11, 12 and 0. He'll just start pushing on now.
Yeah.
Because I think when you get to that level, if he does, for example, box with the British with the say next year or this year, once you go to that level, you can't drop back down.
Yeah.
So it's just about
But
creating them
thing is
waves,
with
then,
Reece,
isn't it?
I don't think he knows how good he is either. He's very humble and he's we all, but that's not it's like me and everyone who spars with Joe and all that. They say how good he is, but I don't think
he don't take it
in.
Don't understand
and now he's starting to believe maybe that he is maybe.
Phenomenal.
as
Well,
good as
I took him up to a spar with Michael Conlon.
Yeah,
I've
you
been having
did.
boost him.
Yeah.
And you're watching this kid who was 19 at the time, and we all know Michael Conlon, whatever he's operating at, and the spar is there, like it's a 50-50 spar. And I'm not talking 2 or 3 rounds, I'm talking like an 8-round spar.
That's class, though.
And going in for a 19-year-old kid that was probably at about 4 or 5 amateur fights, amateur pro fights, going in with someone like that, travelling up to London.
You know, I know Michael Collins only had a couple of pro fights, but he's been at that world level.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's amateur.
Did you see that last fight?
I never seen it.
A tough fight was there.
Yeah, it was a tough fight, wasn't it? Yeah, one of the judges called him a draw.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought he won.
Yeah, he did win.
He did win. I don't know what.
It was harder night's work than expected.
The guy was just all over the shop when he was just throwing loads and loads of punches all the time.
Yeah.
And I didn't.
Just
I
put him
didn't
off a bit off.
They didn't expect I thought Michael would have just like bowled
Yeah.
him over. They didn't.
But like, go back to he's operating with people like he's working with Jay constantly. Sparring with people like Michael Conlon, going in with like Joe, and he's only going to get better and better. It doesn't matter what in terms of boxing or your day-to-day work, you are who you surround yourself with. And when you're surrounding yourself and operating with guys like Jay and the rest of the team and the boys and Joe and Chris and all these types of guys, it's only going to better himself.
I'm learning off him as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He does a lot of stuff.
One of the best I've seen, to be fair.
Do you know what I mean? He does a lot of stuff that, like, he's good on the back foot, and that's what we've been trying to do for myself, right?
Yeah.
Because what Guy says, we all know you can fight, like, but on the back foot,
just spend a little bit more time on things that you're not so good at or whatever it may be.
And I put after my last interview with Reese, I put it on the Welsh boxing page and asked who they want him to fight, and nobody mentioned any names, and I thought, who would you like him to fight in?
Domestic, people talking about Reese boxing for the Welsh title. Yeah, look, the Welsh title. If the Welsh title is there, I generally believe you just pick that up. Every day of the week. I don't think there's anyone in Wales that can compete with Reese in this skill set.
The Jacob Robinson fight was causing a bit of noise at the time.
Not for us, it weren't.
No.
Or for Reese, or Reese's team, it wasn't. No disrespect to him, but I think that he's levels above. That might cause a little bit of animosity elsewhere. It's just my opinion. But I think that if that Welsh title doesn't come along, and I can't speak because I don't know what avenue he's going, but if that doesn't come along soon, I think he'll just jump back and go straight into British.
Who is British champion at Reese's weight?
What's he going to fight that though? Is he going to be feather or super
That's the thing, he can go up.
He's got big legs, see, as well, hasn't he? He's got big, thick legs, like.
All 3 of them,
Super bantam.
Is it?
8-12, is that 8-12, something like that?
The next fight. Which is, I believe, what's his name? Hammond, isn't he?
Another fella we've sparred.
Yeah.
What, you sparred him?
You've done sparred as well.
Oh, Brad Foster?
Yeah.
Brad Foster,
He's super bantam, isn't he?
Is he? Yeah, he is.
Yeah. You look at them spars. Again, Brad's a quality, come back from a kickboxing background. Good operator.
Yeah.
But again, you watch them spars with he's there.
He's there
now. And Brad Foster's a good champion.
He's a good fighter, but
really good.
Fights I've seen of him, he looks an handful.
He's quite underrated as well.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, what I've seen of
And he's a
him.
nice guy as well.
Yeah, he is a very nice guy.
Yeah.
So that's July.
There's quite good domestic ones I've met. Like, you've got Gamali Afai as well.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
He lost your day, didn't he?
Brad Foster. You've got the one that just won a European title as well.
He beat
Gamal,
didn't he?
Afai.
Oh yeah.
Is his name Cunningham, is it?
Yeah,
that's right, yeah.
Oh, recently, wasn't it?
Yeah, we're not, yeah.
Good domestic scene, to be
Yeah.
fair.
It is, yeah.
Who else? I would go, obviously,
J Man fighting this weekend.
No.
Free. Sorry.
End of July, he's fighting
End of
Liverpool.
July.
Do you know who he's fighting?
No,
I tried having a look on BoxRec
No,
earlier,
he
and the name's not on it.
No, he
Is
doesn't.
that Sheffield as well, is it?
Yeah,
Liverpool.
Liverpool. Sorry,
Yeah,
yeah.
Liverpool, yeah. So he's going, I think it's 29th of July, I think.
Like good fella, Jay. I like Jay.
Jay, what a crazy bastard.
He's been up there quite a bit. Doing a bit, and he's just, you know what I mean? He got a great fan base.
Is he?
Yeah, yeah. He's great family. He's just mad. But
He's a likeable character.
yes, but again, he puts the work in. He got great work ethic. Comes in the gym, gets the work done. And even though he is fucking bananas, that's great. But he gets his work done, and then after that, then
who's he operating with at the moment? In I was, you know, when I was coming up here watching him sparring the other day, I was surprised how big he actually is.
Yeah.
For the weight.
What's he doing?
what?
Weight
Light
wise.
middle.
Light middle.
Yeah.
So he's been doing a bit of sparring, and he's been doing a bit with Morgan Jones, doing a bit with Lewis, and he does a lot with Chris as well. But again, he's a good operator.
Yeah.
He's good. We've got a nice pool of fighters in Wales.
Yeah, we have, but we don't get the look into it.
No.
Just don't get the exposure, and I think it's down to us as a boxing community to just to try and change that.
Yeah, should be. It'd be good if like the TV go, you get, do you know, like local TV or something like that, BBC One or something like that. Do you know, just free or something like that, HTV or something. Do you know the Welsh thing, just to check.
He was a bit of SOC previously, wasn't it?
SOC, yeah. But you know, local shows would be much better, wouldn't it? Or something like that.
Well, like we know what the comments that Frank Warren made when we was. Whose fight was that? Was your fight? Was Leicester.
And Leicester,
and you know, he wasn't very.
Why would he say?
Liam asked why Alex was
not well, he
a
didn't put me on
floater
TV,
and not on TV, and he turned around and said, "Do you want to know the truth?" And Liam said, "Yeah," and he says, "Because he's Welsh." You know,
Liam's like,
just like, you know what I mean? That's a, you know, as a promoter especially, as a very rude thing to say, especially about your own fighter, like, and I think that don't help Welsh boxing at all.
Andy,
yeah.
He's Welsh. Oh, yeah, then.
Yeah,
crazy, but
we got good fighters.
We've got a great pool of fighters, and they just haven't got. There's not enough people. Like I know there's Sanaga in Wales. I know Mo is doing quite a lot in Wales, and he's doing a good job in fairness to him. I know Dennis Hobson's back on the scene from up north, so hopefully we can get.
They're trying, like, innit?
It is, but it's all down to money.
It is money.
And the MTK is doing their bit as well. I know Lee's doing a good job looking after the Welsh fight. I know he looks after yourself as well, doesn't he? But yeah.
I don't know, like we've had the Selby's come through, and then you yourself on the world stage, and that's what we can do to, especially with the performance you put on against Martinez. You know, we put Wales on the map.
Yeah, we have to, don't we? This is the best way to do it, really, innit? But yeah, we do need more exposure down here, don't we? Massively, like. So
we'll finish up on that. Do any last comments to Jay, boys?
Happy Father's Day.
Oh yeah!
Happy Father's Day! Thank you everybody for watching. Jay Harris in the house, Alex Hughes, Brett Parry. Nice one.
Good stuff. Thank you, Jay, man.